1994 NHL Draft. And Bonk fires that back in. Bonk one of 5 London Knights in this game. 3 for Canada, 2 for the Finns. That's all 5 of London's players in this World Junior Championship. Playing along the boards to Tuomas Urunen. That's kept alive. Fed back and by Tanner. Oh, a great chance there for Canada's Porter Martone is turned away. Back goes Bonk for it. Poked away from him by Heikki Ruohonen. Finns 4th last year. The Finns have not won a medal at the World Championship. The World Junior Ruohonen. That shot was blocked by Gibson. And then Jimmy works in. Drops that back for Kimaharju. Aaron Kimaharju. Has it back for Pieniemi. Ruohonen. That pass was broken up. And Martone couldn't knock that down. Now brought back in. Quick shot. George to save. On Ruohonen. Flipped ahead by Porter Martone. Now picked back up by Molenbeek along. Shooting. That's gloved down by Rimpinen. Kimaharju. Injured last year for the Finns. An injury-plagued year for him last year. And is brought in by Kumpalainen. Rasmus Kumpalainen returning from last year. That's picked up for the changes. 9.5 to go here in a scoreless first period. Brought ahead by Miettinen. Moves in. Knocked off stride by Price. And then Price finishes him in the corner. Picked free by Jagger. Lead pass to Tanner Howe. And Howe flips that rink wide off the glass for Jagger. He was tied up. Price plays it back in deep. Here's Jagger back with it. The captain. Back for Martone. Found that shot. And it's moved ahead by Miettinen. At center ice, Dickinson stepped into him. Kicks it ahead for Howe, but the puck picked up by Jokinen. Congas. Or Mita Jokinen. He finds Nurmi moving in. Shoots. That was knocked away by Dickinson. Bounds it back for Gavin McKenna. A couple of full cages on this Canadian power play. McKenna. Up to Cat for Jagger. That pass in behind him. And Jesse Nurmi sends it back down the ice. Schaefer back for it. 40 seconds to go in the Canadian power play. McKenna flips it across to Catton for Jagger. Jagger chips that in deep as Catton goes after it. Drop that back. Here's Catton. Back for Schaefer. Across he goes to McKenna. Schaefer's pass bounces right back to him. Goes down to McKenna. Gonna feed that back in front. It bounces back to Schaefer. Across for Jagger. Back across to McKenna. Sends it back in front. That pass was blocked by Kangas. McKenna. Battles for it. Here's Catton with it. Final seconds now. The power play. Paid back to Jagger. In shoots. And the glove save is made. Struggled last year, right?
No question.
It wouldn't go for him. Scored once in 5 games last year. That's one in the first game here. In comes Martone on it. Down for Howe. Brought back by Hellenius. And now Bonk back to pick it up. Howe drops it back to Jagger. For Howe and across the line. Now Howe back with it. Tanner Howe works that behind the goal. For Martone. To Bonk. Across he goes to Schaefer. Schaefer with a shot that goes off the stick of Kiskinen. Martone back in for Howe. And Howe works to dig that free. Porter Martone parked in front. Howe drops it back to Schaefer with a shot that deflects wide. Now Jagger steps up. And in Jagger. Plays it back down for Martone. And around to Molenbeek. Centers it. And that shot by Baudouin went off the skate. And bounced to the corner. Martone centers it. It bounces back to Gibson. Andrew Gibson back around for Luchenko.
Cowan just couldn't get it out of his glove fast enough to get down by his stick.
George snaps that pass in for Ritchie.
Second one out there right away.
Here's Schaefer back with it. Minute to go in the Canadian power play. Schaefer drops it back to McKenna. He scored Canada's first goal in this game. Martone chips it ahead and finds McKenna. Jagger slides it across to Schaefer. For McKenna shoots. Kicked out by Rimpinen. Loose puck in front. Schaefer a drive that goes wide. Nieminen along the boards. That's picked off by Cat. He finds McKenna. McKenna drops it back to Schaefer. Lots of traffic in front. And the long as long as you don't mind gloves in the face all the time. Now McKenna leaves that back for George, who flips it out for Schaefer. Carter George does love to play the puck. Jagger throws that rink wide to Martone. Throws it back across. That's picked up by Kangas and sent down the ice. Here is Schaefer with it. Stony Creek, Ontario. Across to Jagger. Final second of the power play. One shot for Canada on the man advantage. Schaefer plays it back to Jagger. Throws it towards the goal, tipped wide by Martone. Shovels it back in front. And the loose puck picked up by Helenius. Along with Kiskinen. Kiskinen looks for Helenius. That was knocked away by Molendijk. Loose along the boards. Baudouin trying to poke that freight. And now Kiskinen walks right out, but had it knocked off his stick by Baudouin. And Molendijk skated right through Kiskinen up the center ice for Luchenko. That was broken up. Luchenko back on it as Kim Ahari, who played that away. Aaron. Here's Bach. Game center ice and fires that down. Here's Martone on it. Porter Martone. Down to Howe. Penalty coming out of the Finns for a hook. Jagger with it. And George goes to the Canadian bench. And on comes Cowan as the Finns gain possession. Now it's Jagger. Winning the face-off back to Schaefer. Schaefer swings it down to Jagger. Across to McKenna with a shot. Knocked away by Rimpinen. Now McKenna trying to dig that free. Catton banks it back for Schaefer. Across he goes to Jagger with a shot. He just missed. And now Schaefer able to hold the line. Back on the boards, finally kicked out by Nieminen. Schaefer fires it down. Now picked up by Catton. Berkeley Catton slides it back to McKenna. McKenna across to Schaefer, walks in, feeds it the goal mouth, tipped wide by Martone. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Catton feeds it down to Martone. That discarded stick. McKenna though picks it free for Jagger. Back across for Schaefer. Schaefer to the goal mouth. Martone point blank chance. Stopped by Rimpinen. The best chance in this Canadian power play.
Playing the neutral zone, Canada want to clean up.
Jagger wins the face-off back to Bach for Schaefer. Back across. And that shot by Martone is blocked. Porter Martone in for Howe. Martone trying to take it free along with Howe. And finally pulled out by Ruonen. And that play is game-winning goal in the quarterfinal went off his stick into the net. So it took a while to get over that, but his dad helped him through it. In comes Martone. Martone lines in. Throws it back in front. Picked up by Jagger. Head back to Bach. Bach with a long shot that goes wide. Schaefer jumps up. Now picked up by Jagger. Winds in a little backhand shot. And ripped.
Your teammates who are in a tough spot.
Finns have the last 8 shots in the game. Now Howe reaching for it. Ritchie gets to the bench. Now brought in. That chance for Alessirwa is knocked away. And then ice the puck again. Molendijk and Gibson can't see him laboring. Off the face-off. Here's Molendijk. Molendijk pivots back. Looks for Martone to the line and just out. Hultinen lost the puck to Jagger. Moved ahead by Martone. Molendijk gets to the bench. Gibson will get there as well. No, he had to go back into play as the Finns brought it up the ice. And he poked it free for Howe. Now fired down on the goal. Hultinen. For Ruonen. Martone for Nadeau. In with Ritchie. Nadeau walks through the middle. It was poke check there by Väisänen. At the point, held by Bach. Oliver Bach throws it back in front. Ritchie between the legs. And Rimpinen makes. Finns over Canada 10-2 in the last 10 minutes of this game. Schaefer, long shot that deflected down, and Rippon knocked that away. Bonk tried to hold the line, flips it back down as Canada tags back up. Into Jokinen. Puts the trade against the Finns since losing to Finland in the quarterfinals in Vancouver in 2019. Now brought in by Howe with a shot. And Rippon to the save. Was Martone looking for the loose puck. A centering pass that's knocked away from Rutiainen. Left down by Pieniemi. Howe plays it back for Font. Puts it high in the air on the center ice. Kivaharju. Helenius. Schaefer on it. Brings it back around to Martone.
Nice stick on Martone.
Yeah. And that's going to be a power play now for the Finns with 2:46 to go in the third period.
Team Canada, number 22, minor penalty, ice sticking.
Looks the visor. Team Canada, you're hoping, was he trying to play the puck there? Maybe it was a follow through? Nope, he was trying to just engage with Pieniemi and clipped him in the helmet. So now you need 3.
They turned away. 7 shots for the Finns in that power play. Never mind all the ones that were blocked. An empty net chance that's put wide by Martone. Kivaharju. Up ahead for Urnen. Almost Urnen. Turns over to Fisher. Schaefer had a shipper, sends it down the ice and scores! Matthew Schaefer, a 200-footer.